Gosh, you know what I've been on? It's funny you say this because when I walk through the door, I've actually been on like this 80s kick. I've been just people can't appreciate the genius that is Night Ranger. You know. Anyway, so the guys get mad at me when I'm playing in the car, like, "You're a rapper, act like it." You know, I've downloaded like the Cars, some Night Ranger, a little bit of Journey, a little bit of Soft Cell, a little bit of Prince, all that stuff. If you saw our show, we did that little screw up thing. That's actually just because I was like, I really would like to play these songs in the show. It depended on the era that I listened, like as a young kid, my parents were hippies. So we heard everything in the house, like everything from Bob Dylan to Bob Marley to some guy named Bob down the street.
Right.
A little bit of everything. So I always kind of grew up with an appreciation for all kinds of music, but predominantly, black music, reggae, dancehall, hip hop. That was what I was really, really into as I got into middle school, high school. So. Yeah. I just aspire to someday have biceps like Jeremy. That's really pretty much my goal in life. The cool man on campus, everybody wants to be like him. He's like the cool athlete. You really don't want to like him, but he's genuinely a nice guy, so you're forced to. So, we just did a song together.
You did a song.
Originally, I was like, dude, we should just do a song together. When it came time to finally do it, he was out being the big man on campus that he is. And so it's just easier to remake one of his tracks.
Yeah. You plan on doing that with anybody else's stuff?
As far as remakes, probably not. But the new record has I have a song with Aisha Woods. I have a song with Toby Morrell from Emory is on there. I have a song with Kevin from Disciple. That is actual all original songs. That's from the new record the year ago just came out. Honestly, the biggest challenge was myself. And at the same time, most of the time, the higher ups that be do not want the artist producing themselves. That's like the ultimate career kiss of death. That's, let me make an offer that you can't refuse and you're gonna die. So basically, that was a challenge. The real challenge was going into stuff that was very musical. Hip hop is very simple, like the basics of it is just a loop. You know what I mean? So going and doing things that are very musical, very tons of chord changes and all this stuff, that was the challenge. But I just really had a great bunch of people around me, to work with. So. And it's great too, because nowadays you just have to have a laptop and some know-how, and you can make it happen. And that's what I try to do. Plaid is the new black.
I thought that was pink. You heard it here first.
Pink is the old black.
Yeah.